And good morning, Minecraft. This is Mr. Kasarian, and welcome back to the episode of Let's Play Modded Minecraft. Alright, guys, let's get rolling today, shall we? So what we're working on today is a couple miscellaneous-y things, alright? So I've been using this ender pouch for a while, and that works. You know, that definitely works. But I want to do something a bit cooler, alright? I want to get myself some better stuff. Let's go with better stuff. So to do that, I want to get some books that I have a lot of that I'm not going to use. Now, let's get some power for books. And let's get some... I'm never going to use Fire Aspect 2. And I'm never going to use Knockback Gas, not Knockback 2. And I don't know what Wrecking does, but that's neither here nor there. Why am I getting books? That's a good question. The reason I'm getting books is for crafting, all right? Crafting. What are you going to craft with enchanted books, Mr. Kasarian? Well, that is fairly self-explanatory in a couple seconds. So what we want to get is we want to get some enchanted wood. This is not actually a Thaumcraft item. Oh, no, it's not enchanted wood. It's magical wood, right? Magical wood. There we go. Enchanted books and some gold. All right. So let's get ourselves some wood. Let's get ourselves some gold. And let's start putting our books in. Here's to hoping that this doesn't crash my game, because sometimes this has been known to do that. And apparently I can't do this. Oh, it's a full-on bookshelf. Okay. So let's get ourselves, let's see. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 4. So I need 3 bookshelves, so I need 9 books. And that'll eventually craft it. Sanguine boots. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well that's crafting. Let's get ourselves some wood. And let's get ourselves some books. That's 1. Come on, this month, computer. That's 2. 1. 2. 3. Yes, I speak a bit of German badly. Okay, so let's put that in there. Let's get some gold. Like that. And let's put our books in. And that gets us some magical wood. Now, I thought you were supposed to get more by using this, but apparently not. You know, let's try something here. I'm wondering if this is an artifact of doing this in an ME crafting system. It could very well be, so let's get ourselves... We have plenty of these. So let's do this. No, I can't shift-click in. For some reason, I thought I could shift-click in, but apparently I can't. Nope, that just got us 3. All right, so what we're making are some bags, all right? We're making golden bags of holding, all right, which we upgrade. So we take a golden bag of holding and then we upgrade it, all right? So for right now, all we're going to do is we're going to open this thing up and we're going to go golden bag. What am I missing? A block of gold. So let's get ourselves a block of gold then. So let's go golden bag. Click. And we get ourselves a golden bag of holding. Nice. All right. Now, apparently, I can craft this with a bit more magical wood with reincarnating 1. Ooh, right. So it comes back to you when you die. Yes. Yes. I like that. Now, that's not going to be hugely useful because we're actually going to be storing it in our ender pouch. But what this lets us do is that should be in my ME system. As should that. What this lets us do is we can open it up and we can put our tools that we don't need to keep on us constantly in here. Okay? Our buckets, our dagger, our apprentice, our divination, our magicians, our tape, our thises, our thatses, our everythings. Okay? And we can also stop using these reinforced strong boxes, which makes me kind of happy. Also, you should be in the ME system or set up somewhere. I'm not certain where somewhere would be, but we can set you up somewhere. You're not telling me how much space capacity you have left on you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so that's split like that. 1, 2, 3. Let's just shove you here for right now. We can go put you there. I'm not certain when I'm going to need that, but whatever. That can live there and be happy there for the rest of its natural days. Okay, so we can jump back up here. I mean, the strong boxes were nice, but now we got these bags of holding. I know, right? So let's open this guy up. We'll put this stuff in. Our item conduit can go in there. Open that up. You're empty. What about you? We'll take you, you, and you. The sound muffler should go back into here. And we can put this stuff away as well. Beautiful. So now we don't need to have this ender pouch on us anymore constantly. We can shove it in there. Awesome. All right, so we'll put that away. And, oh, we forgot something. So let's put the buckets in there. Let's put the flint and steel in there. Great. So we can wrench you up, and we could wrench you up. Both of you are now stored. Both of you should be empty. You have crap in you, namely $3 in a blank schematic. That can all get stored in there. Wrench that up, and these two can get stored in there as well. Awesome. Okay. Much cleaner, nicer little inventory for us. Let's just rearrange this stuff a little bit. Put that there. That could go there. This can go here. That can go there. And we should be fairly much more neat and clean and simple. Beautiful. Okay. What are we doing next up? That's a good question as well. Next up, and I had it in my brain for a minute. Oh, right. We need to jump downstairs for a second. So if we jump downstairs, we should notice that I finally got this thing up and running. All right, automated. All this thing's doing is it's taking out of this chest, it's putting it back up there, and it's being quite nice and happy. So let's delete that, and let's delete that. We're going to do one more thing while we're out here, okay? And to do this, we're going to need to get some cobblestone. So let's get 16 cobble and 8 coal. That should be perfect. All right, so let's just... Are you not... Oh, that's right, because you're not outputting into the network. Aha. I thought so. Okay. So you're configured. Are you no longer connected? I think you're no longer connected. How about you? Crafting? No job active. Well, it probably hasn't relinked itself yet. Nope, now it's relinked. And let's check out crafting. There we go. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tell this thing to keep 16 cobble and 8 coal in the network. Okay? And this will be pretty cool. Let me do one thing, and then I'll be right back. And that one thing was to grab my old ender chest on blue, blue, blue. What am I going to do with it? Well, let's get ourselves a brand new trigger. All right? And we're going to bring it over here. And we're going to tell him that his input, which will connect now, inventory. Oh, crud. That isn't quite linked to anything now, is it? No, it isn't. Bat mode, please. I should have some inventory cable. There, there, and there. Come on, let me back up. There we go. And I can patch the hole kind of nicely there. And put that there to eventually wall that stuff off. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to say input, target, inventory, EBI interface. Target, it doesn't matter. Items, okay. We'll go cobblestone and coal. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to link these. And then I'm going to give it a crafting pattern. All right. Create auto crafter. Yoink. Output to input. Crafting. And what you're going to do is you're going to craft cobblestone. And you're going to craft cobblestone. Priority, craft before moving. Excess inventories, iron chest. Okay. And then we're going to give you another crafter. And I think I can do this. Crafting. Coal. And a stone tool rod. Priority's fine. Inventory excess goes to the iron chest. Okay. And then what you'll do is we'll create an output. Yoink. And that output is going to target inventories. You should be connected. Oh, yeah, you are. All right. So our inventory we're going to target is going to be our ender chest. The target side, I don't care. Items, okay. Let's move this around a little bit. Whitelist, black, okay. Output is going to be that sort of torch. Specify amount, 64. And this should work. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll change this up a little bit. We'll move the crafter. We'll put in an output. Items, we'll say... Actually, while we're doing this, let's do that and that. Put that in there. And we'll say output, target, inventories, items, whitelist. Come on, stone, tool, rod. Specify amount, 64. Okay, good. It hasn't gone ballistic. That's a good sign. Okay, so then I want to get another input. I'm pretty certain I'm overcomplicating this, but whatever. So input, inventory, iron chest, target down, active, items, blacklist, done. Okay, and then we connect this like that. And we have 64 torches. Beautiful. So now, no matter where I go, I will always have 64 torches. Okay? I quite like it. And all I'll have to do is open up my bag of holding, get my blue bag out, and grab some more torches out. Awesome. Especially because I'm now silk touching coal in order to get some extra pitch blende ingots out of it. Right? So I can't just, make it in the field like I used to be doing. Now I need to actually send it back home and have my machines process it, get it back, and do all that sort of stuff. So now we have infinite supply of that stuff. So let me get ready for the next part of this episode, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, so we're going to be doing just a little bit of crafting. So let's take a look at some photovoltaic cells, shall we? And I think once I build this guy, because I need some more glass to do it with. Thank you. Come on. And we're going to need 6 of those. All right, so let's get some nether quartz. Really? Oh, okay. I need wood slabs. Right. So that's 2. There we go. Like that. Let's get some daylight sensors. Holiday cake. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. And now let's get ourselves some photovoltaic cells. Now, if you guys guessed, these are basically... Oh, right. No crafting CPUs available. We have to wait for whatever's crafting somewhere to finish crafting wherever that somewhere is. What is crafting? You're doing that, and you're doing that. Well, we can scrub you out. So let's go with electrical steel again. Get me 12 of those, please, if you'd be so kind, computer. All right, so basically what we're doing here is we are going to build a way to pump ourselves some oil. In previous versions, I would have just used a set of redstone engines. Now I'm doing, excuse me. Now I'm using something a little bit different, okay? Honestly, I think it'll work quite well for our purposes. Porpoises, whatever you want to call them. The main reason I'm doing it is because, well, I want free power. And the photovoltaic cells generate very small amounts of very free power. Now, I could go with, if you look at photovoltaic, we have this one that generates 10, this one generates 40. All right, the downside of this one is, yeah. 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 The answer is no. We are not going down that road. Quite simply, I don't want to, and you can't make me. And of course, we're running out of other stuff. What did we just run out of? Photovoltaic. There we go. Oh, I need another 6. Yeah, okay. There we go. And we just have to wait for these to craft up. Now, the reason I want to get myself some of this, some oil from Buildcraft, isn't necessarily because I want to turn it into power. It's actually because I want to turn it into lubricant from RotaryCraft. And yes, there is a way to do that. Aha. Also, it's nice to use oil for something in this game because I'm really not planning on it. We've mostly been using unique and different power sources in this game. And I'd rather continue with it. So I know where there's a geyser. I'm going to go find it, and I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. All right, guys, so you can see we're out at our oil geyser. We are about 2 clicks away, kilometers, from where our home is, all right? And you can see we have one heck of an oil geyser up here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to build up a little bit of a platform around it so we can work on it, all right? And this oil geyser, let's make sure that's the center, should have a fairly decent amount of oil underneath it, because down underneath all of this stuff, all right, so down, when you have an oil geyser like this, down underneath the geyser is where you'll find a giant pocket of oil. And the reason we're out here, 1, 2, really? 1 out 3? Okay. Well, I'll build a nice big platform then. Now, the downside to being out here is in older versions, a water-based area like this we'd have some issues with it, all right? Because quite simply, the pump would go down, it would try and suck up the water, it would get jammed up, we'd have problems, and I would curse at my screen for a couple hours while I tried to get the water out of my piping system. Usually also result in my base being out of power. Fortunately for us, I've heard tell that they reconfigured the way the system works, so we shouldn't have that issue. We hope. All right, so I have myself an ender tank set to black, black, black. I have myself a chunk loader, because I'm not certain if these things actually self-chunk load or not. Now I'm going to get myself a capacitor bank, and I'm going to set that guy down. All right, configure I/O. Looks like he's automatically outputting. And we should be able to see that has started to go down. Beautiful. And we should be getting output into there. Let's see. You're not outputting. You're sucking up liquid, but you're not outputting it. Interesting. Oh, no, wait, we are getting output. All right, there it is. It's in there. It's just hard to see it. Okay, good. So that is now collecting that. Great. However, this thing will not forever hold power. Now, I don't remember if these photovoltaics actually transfer power. We're going to assume they don't. They don't share power in between themselves. So we're going to drop these guys down. Oh, look at that. Nice connected textures. Efficiency 0 because it's nighttime and it's, raining. So hopefully this will be able to keep it relatively charged. It actually isn't eating that much power. We've only lost a little bit of power right now. We've already gotten ourselves a decent amount of oil. So why don't I meet you guys back at our base where we'll start configuring this thing. All right? Sounds good to me. All right, guys, so I've gotten this all hooked up. Excuse the slight yelling, but I'm having to kind of shout over all my machines that are driving right now. We're currently, by the way, pulling in about 520 amps coming in through here. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of power, all right? So that's pulling about 520 on its own. We're then going into an induction motor, which should be producing, 532, 480 at 128, which is then being dropped down to here. Notice this is bedrock, so I don't need any lubricant in it, and then a bevel gear into our liquid distillery. Now, all we should have to do is chuck this thing on the top and set it to output. Or not. Let's go with the or not. All right, so let's put that there. It could be that it doesn't want to auto output into it. If I flip the lever, nope. Disconnect that, reconnect that. There we go, now she's running. Alright, so you should see what's happening is we are actually producing oil out of this thing. And that's being turned into lubricant. So we're going to set auto extract to that, and we're going to set it to extract mode. Unless it's not pulling out, which it isn't. Which probably means it has to pull out of the top. Alright. Let's get that guy back. You can see this thing is running. We just need to wait for this stuff to drain out. Now, I could increase the amount of power I'm putting in and increase my gearbox ratios, but I'm not too thrilled to be doing that right now. Alright? I'd much rather just wait for this thing to finish processing everything out and then deal with that at that point. Okay? But as you can see, this thing's running pretty much A-okay on me. We're generating some lubricant. We already have a bucket in there, actually. And you know what? I'm done with waiting. I don't care if I waste a little bit of oil. Alright, so we're going to do that. We're going to jump this guy on top of that. We're going to flip that into auto output mode. So this guy keeps this nice and full. And then we're going to take another pressurized fluid conduit out of the top of it. Extract mode, active without signal. As you can see, it is already pulling out all of our lubricant and sending it straight into here. So we are now producing lubricant using Buildcraft oil. Wonderful. Now, by the way, this should give you guys a bit of an idea about what else we can do with this. Because there should be... I thought it was in this mod pack. Steam boiler, fertile soil, tainted soil, flash compound boiler. That's nice, cute. Steam producer. That's great. I thought there was a fabricator, an oil fabricator around here. Lava fabricator, but not an oil fabricator. Alright, well that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter too much to me. What matters more than that is that we're now producing lubricant probably at a slightly faster rate than these things can actually consume it. Judging by that, it looks like we are in fact producing more lubricant than we are consuming. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And that's also taking into account we are running this centrifuge as well, so that's good to see. Centrifuge is running. At much reduced power loads, however. And you are running at a decent power level. Alright, I'm going to have to recalculate this because it looks like we're drawing too much current. 8 amps, 520, and 64. How on earth, then, are we seeing 2 kiloamps flowing through this thing? Okay, 64, 8, and 520. There's no way that that gives me 2 kiloamps of power coming out of that. Unless this cable's going into a motor up top somewhere, maybe? Now I don't have to shout. No, it shouldn't. It's just terminating. There's no power in this line. That line is completely without power right now. So then what's going on here? Alright, so we have 2 kiloamps, right? This makes no sense. Oh, I think that's just the amount of power that's being supplied. Oh, okay. Torque is high. I'm gonna have to reconfigure these, but I think we're having issues right now. 128. Yeah, okay. So I think we're just not producing quite enough power. Oh, I think I know what's happening. Okay. Yeah, alright. Because we used to run these... These were at one point running at a much higher speed, but I stepped them down to 4-to-1s all the way across the line here. I might boost these back up to 16s, which will mean I'll have to reconfigure my entire power system over here. Actually, I really won't, will I? No, I shouldn't have to, now that I think about it. I shouldn't have to at all. I'm going to have less power available at 16s. So this is giving me, the point current is giving me the total amount of current available on the line, I'm guessing. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Alright, anyways, I think we've reached the wrapping up to this episode. We are now at the point where I think we should have plenty of fuel flowing through this entire system. Yeah, you're going fine. You're going fine. You are sucking in lubricant as fast as you can. Good to see. Now let's see what our lubricant reserves look like in our primary room upstairs. There we go. What is our lubricant supply looking like? We're up to 362 buckets. That's not bad. We'll see how that goes. 361. We should be gaining, I hope. If we're not, I'm going to have a serious discussion with my power system about that. But we should be decently gaining. So I'll probably come back in a little bit, and we can take a look at how that guy's been doing. I think we're probably gaining. You know, I'll be honest. I think we're probably gaining. Anyways, guys, this has been Mr. Kassarian. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment, subscription. Let me know you're out there, and let me know you enjoy what I do. But until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, and until the next episode, I want to wish you all happy mining, and have a good day.